Hey everyone, Rosemary Hassan back again to help you take full control of your life by what you choose to put at the end of your fork. So let's get into it. Last time I was talking about that there are 8 natural ways that you can use to take back control of your life. And by taking back control of your life, I'm talking about avoiding preventable chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and overweight and obesity. These are preventable illnesses and what doctors like to call lifestyle illnesses that you can avoid if you practice 8 steps to get you there in a natural way. So those 8 natural ways, some even call them 8 natural laws that can help you live better and have a better quality of life. So if you don't recall, I'll just review it very quickly. So there was nutrition, very important what you eat because 80% of how you look, feel, and think depends on what you eat. The second one is exercise. You've got to do the work. 80% of how you look and feel and think depends on your food, but the other 20% is your exercise. And the best way to go about doing exercise is to make it high intensity interval training. Now, you don't have to do that all the time, but weight bearing exercise, very important. The third step to the 8 ways that you can better control your life is with water. You must stay hydrated, and that does not include any kind of sodas, coffees, energy drinks, juices, drinks, alcohol. That does not count when it comes to hydration. So hydration needs to be all about pure filtered water, preferably flat and not fizzy. There's a whole science behind that, but I'll leave it at that for now. Main thing is 6 to 8 8-ounce glasses a day as a minimum because our bodies use up between 2 to 3 liters or 2 to 3 quarts of liquid water every day, every single day. So whether you feel thirsty or not, it's very important to stay hydrated. The fourth way of staying in control of your life by using one of the 8 ways, the 8 natural laws of health, and that is with sunshine. You need to get out in the sunshine. It doesn't matter if it's cold outside or if it's winter or if it's cloudy. You need to get out in the sun. And sunshine really helps to boost your immune system, strengthen your immune system, and it helps to prevent things like inflammatory diseases like, you guessed it, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and overweight and obesity. These 4 things can be avoided all from getting out in the sun. And if unfortunately you have one of those 4 issues, this is a way that you can help to start controlling it without medication. You can try the natural ways in addition to your medication, follow your doctor's orders, but just be informed that there is a natural way to start to help you to control one of these 4 issues. So that's sunshine, vitamin D, very important, especially for melanated people. The next thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is all about temperance. Temperance is so important because temperance means balance. You need to have balance in order to live your life in a better way. Balance is so important. And with temperance, it's all about doing everything in moderation. Even too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So we have to remember that temperance is important to what we eat, how we sleep, how we exercise, how we handle our everyday stresses. Everything has to be done in moderation. If you follow that rule or that natural law, that's one of the ways of getting you back the control of your life and quality of your life by avoiding preventable chronic illnesses. So temperance, do everything in balance. And that comes to work too. So don't forget about work and life balance. The next step is fresh air. You've got to get outside and get fresh air. A lot of us are stuck in front of screens doing a lot of work that we're doing now in this new digital age. But we need to remember we've got to get outside and fill our lungs with fresh air. And one of the best ways of doing that is to exercise outdoors. Now, Fresh air, so important, especially in our homes, in colder climates where we're locked up all the time. Make sure that you have ventilation and have your windows cracked just a little bit to get a cross breeze in your home during the day for at least an hour, just no matter what the temperature is outside. Now, if it's very hot, of course, do that with caution and use common sense. If it's very cold, half an hour to an hour is not going to hurt anything. Another part of the 8 natural laws of living your best life, and that is rest. You've got to get your proper rest. Sleep is important. Getting enough sleep so that your body has a chance to restore, rejuvenate, and refresh your brain cells and every other cell in your body. That's done at night while you sleep. Very important. Now that is rest. The very last of the 8 natural ways of staying healthy, and that is trust in God. Now, even if you don't believe in God, it's very important that you have a trust in a higher being than you. Now, it doesn't matter whatever your religious beliefs are or not. The fact still remains that people recover faster from surgeries and injuries when they have an active faith life. Very interesting. And studies have been shown that when it comes to injury recovery times and prognosis before surgery and after surgery, we're seeing that people are performing better when it comes to their recovery and their overall health. Now, what does faith do for you? Now, when you consider the numbers, let's see, African Americans are at least 71% of all African Americans identify as Christians. Whatever the religious identification is, it doesn't matter. It's all under the umbrella of Christianity. 71%. Now that's down slightly from 2013, where it was 79% of all African Americans who identified as Christians. So the statistics that I'm quoting at 71% of all African Americans is from 2023. So we know that a lot happened in that 10-year span. But let's focus in on what are the benefits of having faith in something greater than you. The number one thing that scientists are seeing now in these studies, the National Institute of Health has noted that in 2022, not only did 71% of all African Americans identify as Christians, but they were more likely to practice a religious belief or a faith life than their white counterparts. And it's very important when you think about the daily stresses, the daily issues that people deal with, especially as people of color, African Americans, on a day-to-day basis, what having a belief in a higher power can do to get you through the day and have a different kind of fortitude. When things happen outside of our control, it's a great way to be able to release and know that there is someone or something greater than ourselves that we can rely on to guide us to navigate through our lives. It's a different way of living. It's a different way of learning. And what we've seen from the studies is that it helps to reduce mild to moderate depression and anxiety when people have a faith belief. Now, we're not talking about clinical depression or anything like that. We're talking about mild to moderate depression and anxiety levels are reduced when people practice faith. And one of the interesting things about it is that when you think about the whole purpose of faith, and that it's about treating others the way that you would like to be treated and having empathy for others. That very thing, that very element of empathy is so important because that takes the focus off ourselves. And when you remove the focus from yourself, it also lessens the impact of the stress that you're feeling. Have you ever heard the saying, if you want to feel rich, go out and help people who are less fortunate than yourself? Well, that adage is all encapsulated when you practice faith because it's all about helping other people and doing what God would have done. It's very interesting to see how people react when it comes to their faith and what they believe. So when natural disasters happen or when any sort of strange things happen where an entire world has been shut down, people who practice faith fared better than those who did not. when it comes to anxiety and depression levels. It's very interesting because when you learn that every one of those 8 steps to getting a natural way to live your life free of preventable illnesses, when you look at it, it's like the faith life is the cap, the end cap of the other 7 things that you're being asked to practice. Because if you know that somebody higher than you, if God created this world and created the food and gave us a chance to live and work in this world and to exercise and to drink clean water and to enjoy sunshine and to do everything in balance and temperance and to get out in fresh air and to be able to rest and sleep really well. Isn't it interesting that if the manufacturer produced the models and the machines that walk around that we call us, if that's the case, then the manufacturer would know the best way to get to your health. Who feels less stress and less mental anguish than the other? The faith believers or the non-believers? Now, you can have the outliers who it doesn't matter whether they believe or not. They're not necessarily going to benefit from their belief or lack of belief. But for those who are practicing Christians, they know that the sweet spot is having a faith in a God who knows how you were made and knows what's the best way for you to live your life, regardless of what's happening in the world around us. So that is the end of the 8 ways that you can take back full control of your life. So nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, fresh air, rest, and trust in God. Those are the 8 natural ways that can help you live your life better so that you can leave a legacy of health and not just a legacy of wealth and worry. And not saying that worry goes with wealth. We're just talking about worry in and of itself. Try the 8 laws, 8 natural laws to have better health. And let me know how that goes. I'm Rosemary Hapson. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and check out my YouTube channel, which is HAV for Victor, SOM for Mother. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget, leave your comments below. We'll see you. Have a great one. Bye.